In this edition of Top Curiosities, have you ever tried the 10 dirtiest freshwater fish in the world? Each one is a favorite among food lovers. The first place stands out for growing by eating really unexpected things. Although there are thousands of fish species in the world, some have become true reservoirs of bacteria. In this edition of Top Curiosities, we'll explore the 10 dirtiest fish on the planet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to join us on this journey. 10th place, bass. Bass is a popular dish on many tables and is also one of the dirtiest fish in the world. Its filth is mainly due to its living environment. Bass have very strong resistance and can survive even if they are thrown into sewers or cesspools. They are carnivorous, feeding on other aquatic animals, mainly small fish, crustaceans, insects, and plankton. Freshwater bass are usually active predators, catching prey by chasing, swallowing, and biting. As the saying goes, dirty environments breed dirty fish, and over time, these impurities can slowly enter the fish's body. However, due to their strong resistance, bass don't get sick and don't show any discomfort. These impurities may contain heavy metals like lead, mercury, terbium, steel, and copper, or could be from organic wastewater, including industrial and household wastewater. There may also be various bacteria and parasites, such as E. coli, Salmonella, Vibrio cholerae, and parasite eggs. These microorganisms can cause infectious diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and parasitic infections. Imagine what would happen if we ate such a fish, especially for the elderly and children. 9th place, Plecostomus. I believe no one would doubt the filthiness of the Plecostomus. Also known as the armored catfish, the Plecostomus is a species native to the Amazon River basin in South America. It's known as a water cleaner due to its high tolerance for water pollution. Many fish owners keep a few Plecostomus in their aquariums to eat other fish's feces or other secretions. However, due to its tough meat and unpleasant taste, it's not usually consumed. The Plecostomus has excellent survival and resistance capabilities, able to live in almost any water, even polluted waters filled with trash or industrial wastewater, without getting sick or dying. They can even survive for a few days in mud after leaving the water. Plecostomus feed on various rotten things, including garbage. While these are daily meals for them, Plecostomus are considered an invasive species in some regions, almost driving native fish to extinction in places like China. 8th place, Loach. The loach is also one of the dirtiest fish in the world. Just hearing its name might make you think it's dirty, and indeed, it's no less filthy than the Plecostomus. However, it's worth mentioning that loach is very nutritious and is often used to make soups or various nutritious meals. It can also be used in traditional Chinese medicine for nourishing the skin and kidneys and detoxifying the body. However, it's crucial to ensure that the loach is thoroughly cleaned before cooking or by farmed loach. Loaches typically prefer living in mud, at the bottom of rivers, or in sewers. Some loaches even burrow into industrial wastewater discharge areas, where heavy metal content often exceeds safe levels. Due to its living environment, the loach is covered in bacteria, viruses, and parasites, which cannot be eliminated through high-temperature cooking. These dangerous parasites might invade the human body, affecting the nervous system, brain, and internal organs, leading to a very unpleasant and challenging recovery process. 7th place, African tilapia. African tilapia, also known as Nile tilapia, is a common freshwater fish widely distributed in tropical and subtropical freshwater regions and is one of the most important farmed fish globally, as well as a popular edible fish. Tilapia mainly inhabit warm freshwater areas like lakes, rivers, reservoirs, and ponds. They have low water quality requirements and can adapt to various water conditions, even in slightly salty water regions. However, these waters may contain various pathogens and parasites, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites, which can cause diseases and health issues in tilapia, making them dirty inside and out. Since tilapia are omnivorous, they might eat bacteria, viruses, or parasites. If these substances enter the human body, the consequences could be terrifying. Therefore, it's recommended to consume farmed tilapia. In 6th place, we have the Egyptian carp, scientifically known as Tilapia cilia, a species from the tilapia genus, also called Nile tilapia or Egyptian tilapia. Native to Africa, the Egyptian carp is indigenous to the Nile River and regions south of the Sahara. Due to its strong adaptability and economic value, it was introduced and widely spread around the world. When it was brought to Brazil, its meat did not appeal to many, and people ended up rejecting it. Over time, many producers released it into various bodies of water, including sewers and cesspools, which are quite dirty and repulsive places. However, due to its resilience, it not only survived but also thrived, even outcompeting native fish. Even today, some farmers raise tilapia in cesspools, where these dark, dense fish feed on excrement, which is truly repulsive. Obviously, these fish are not sold in the market. Most of the tilapia sold is farmed in captivity. However, if you are going to consume them, it is advisable to choose those that are fresh and slaughtered on the spot, avoiding wild ones, as you never know how dirty the environment they lived in was. In fifth place, we have the American catfish. The American catfish is a freshwater fish belonging to one of the species of catfish, widely distributed in the freshwaters of North America. They prefer to live in environments with rich sediments and slow-moving or still waters, often sheltering in riverbed caves, rock piles, or underwater structures. When it comes to catfish, the first thing that comes to mind is that they are very dirty, as they are omnivores, eating almost anything, including feces, which contain a large number of parasites and pathogens. These harmful agents end up entering the catfish's body as it feeds, forming a symbiotic relationship with them. However, the American catfish is somewhat different from the common catfish, as it has certain requirements for water quality. Typically, it lives in rivers with better water quality or stronger currents. This might sound good, but the dirtiness of catfish is more related to what they eat. The American catfish primarily feeds on small fish and shrimp, but when food is scarce, it resorts to decomposing carcasses and other unclean food sources, which often harbor many bacteria and parasites. Fourth place, snakehead fish. The snakehead fish is a common ingredient in many dishes, such as pickled fish, boiled fish, and spicy fish fillets. While these dishes are flavorful and enticing, if you knew the living environment of snakehead fish, you might put down your chopsticks immediately. Snakehead fish are typical bottom-dwelling fish, meaning they live on the riverbed alongside mud or other messy sediments. They usually prefer to live in waters with dense aquatic plants or turbid shallow waters, where the water is often stagnant and filled with garbage. This water is not flowing, making it the dirtiest water, containing a large number of microorganisms, harmful bacteria, and fermenting garbage. Due to their polluted living environment, snakehead fish often carry various parasites that pose significant health risks. Additionally, snakehead fish are predators that feed on the rotten flesh of other bottom-dwelling organisms, filling them with bacteria. If such a fish ends up on your table, the consequences could be disastrous. However, it should be noted that the above refers to wild snakehead fish. Properly farmed snakehead fish are still very healthy and delicious, with clear water conditions. Third place, silver carp. Silver carp is a fish species native to China and one of the 4 major Chinese carp species. These fish have a flat, elongated body, typically silver-white in color, with darker backs and lighter bellies. They have large, deep mouths, and their dorsal and anal fins are quite thick, with a forked tail fin. Due to their tender and tasty flesh, silver carp are beloved by many Chinese food enthusiasts. However, silver carp are not as clean as they appear. They live in very dirty environments and are often used as water cleaners, feeding on decaying matter. Some fish farmers even feed them feces to fatten them up, which is a breeding ground for bacteria. While this feeding makes the fish plump, it also allows bacteria to thrive inside them. If such a fish is consumed by humans, the consequences could be severe. Second place, yellow eel. The yellow eel is a type of freshwater fish widely distributed in Asia. It is known for its tender meat and delicate flavor, making it a popular dish in many Asian countries. However, the yellow eel lives in extremely dirty environments. It often inhabits rivers, lakes, canals, and rice fields, preferring areas with deep mud. Mud is an ideal place for dirt to accumulate, which makes the eel a true reservoir of bacteria, parasites, and heavy metals. Due to the environment it lives in, the yellow eel can accumulate significant amounts of heavy metals, parasites, and formaldehyde, substances that are highly harmful to humans. If an eel is not properly cleaned before consumption, these substances can cause serious health problems. Additionally, the blood of the yellow eel contains toxins that can cause severe digestive issues and even asphyxiation in extreme cases. First place, flea fish. The flea fish is a species found in the freshwater bodies of North America and is infamous for thriving on feces and other decaying materials. These fish are known for their remarkable ability to survive in extremely polluted environments, including waters heavily contaminated with industrial and domestic waste. They are considered the dirtiest fish in the world because they absorb an enormous amount of heavy metals and other contaminants throughout their lives. Consuming a flea fish can be extremely dangerous to human health due to the risk of heavy metal poisoning and the presence of parasites and bacteria that cannot be eliminated even with high-temperature cooking. Although these fish are consumed in some places, they pose a significant health risk, especially to people with more vulnerable immune systems, such as children and the elderly. Therefore, if you choose to consume these fish, it is essential to ensure they are raised in controlled and sanitized conditions. These were the top 10 dirtiest fish in the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more curiosities and tips on food and health. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new content. And remember, always choose your food carefully and prioritize your health. See you in the next edition of Top Curiosities.